Welcome to Message from Your Guides, your weekly intuitive guidance coming directly from your guides. I am your channeler. My name is Karen Kartika, and I am transformational coach and holistic healer. Let's begin this week tuning into what is available this week for us, what kind of energy that's available for us. And I got Queen of Cups. The queen is looking down at the cups and she is surrounded by this very serene environment. Even the water underneath her feet is very tranquil. And this, I feel like an invitation from the universe and the guides to continue this week with more deep meditative and contemplative work, reflections, looking at your inner world, looking at your subconscious, and make your tweak, meaning that if there are things that you continue resisting about life, that you continue feeling like you need to fight through lives in so many ways, maybe there are things within yourself that are asking you to be aware of. For example, there have been a lot of works, there's a lot of ideas or works, especially shadow works, that's happening into past lives, ancestral work, ancestral healings, karmic healings, and so on and so forth. And I feel like this is also a card that call us for that, because a lot of what we believe, how we see the world, are not necessarily 100% ours. In fact, maybe throughout our adulthood, we are using a world perspective, our world perspective that is influenced by our parents, of course, right? Our communities, people that we hang out with, people that we trust because of what their teachings, their beliefs, and as well as whatever else that coming through our lineage. And when we see that, when we're aware of that, we notice that our decision making is based on not our own instinct, not our own intellect, not our own intuitive, not the energy that we are actually been given, the connections with God, universe. That's why sometimes we resist so many things. We look at things that could be as plain and simple as this is a Queen of Cup, that you will be interpreting this Queen of Cup in so many different ways. And the same thing as you're looking at, well, I love doing what I do, which is not a 9 to 5 kind of work. For somebody else who are looking at me, who have been in the family, who honor 9 to 5 works, who believe that work has to be created or money can only be created through working in a corporate way, or working hard, or they don't believe in being a healer can actually create abundance, and so on and so forth. Now, if that person's looking at me, they'll be like, Karen, what are you doing? And that actually happened with my mom, who's not familiar with the kind of work that I do. Yet at the same time, I was actually having that kind of world's perspective in myself as I was coming into owning the part of me that wants to come and become the person that I am today. And to be able to give myself the trust and confidence, not just me, but universe to trust the guidance for me so that I can come out being who I am as a healer, transformational coach. And I'm also doing all this metaphysics work with reading, tarot reading, astrology, and human design. Took me courage to own this part and trust that part of me and trust the universe that I'm always going to be taken care of, that I can create abundance using the gifts that I have, being the person that I am. And that requires a deep contemplations. That's require a lot of subconscious work. And subconscious work, please don't think that we have to always doing work. But once we are aware, there are energy or there are conditions, part of conditioning that we carry because of what and how we're being brought up. Until now, now that you're listening to this, maybe you're like, oh, okay. Now I notice that, yeah, my parents always see things as like things needs to be hard. you need to always worry about what comes tomorrow. We need to always worry how we're going to make money, etc., etc., etc. We can see that now with more compassions because that's how they've been brought up. That's how they've experienced life. That's how, things needs to work for them. But is it true for you? And I think that's the biggest question for all of us to answer in this deep contemplative week is that what is really true for us? What do we really want to believe? And is this belief going to help me create the life that I want? Okay, is this true for me? Is this belief is actually what will make or help me to create the life that I want? And if it doesn't, because your body, your soul, everything about you is already like, no, that is not me. So stop putting yourself in a position that you need to fit into other people's ideas, belief, and conditions. Okay. So again, the reminder is like, if you do have a resistance deep inside yourself, I'm not that. I know I'm here for another reason. I know this belief about myself that I can be who I am and create prosperity and abundance, just being who I am and working through my gifts and really connect with the universe, really connect with God. I'm always going to be provided. Everything's going to be okay, that I can create the life that I want. And if that's true for you and you know that everything else that resists that idea just does not fit your soul anymore, then you need to want to be aware of those. And you don't really need to always kind of like trace back or like, yeah, my mom always pushed me this way. My parents always trigger me that way. And yeah, my ancestors like blah, blah, blah. Because when you put the blame or you're like, so that's it. That's my so and so's mistakes. They made me grow up this way. They created these conditions to make me this way, etc., etc. Because if you're like me, I've been living in this world for almost 50 years. There are a lot of experiences, people, situation, condition that I can blame myself on. But that's not the point, right? Because that means when we resist something, energetically, we're still going to be attached to that situation. So the more that we can be in acceptance that all of the situation, people around us, family, those who trigger us, those who create the life experiences, whether good or bad for us, if we can accept those and thank them, because of those situations and because of those experiences, because of those people, we are now being awakened to our own true power. Isn't that better? Because in that process, one, we're being in gratitude, which is we're raising our vibrations. We also, when we're being grateful, we're raising our vibration. And when we accept and we forgive, we're also letting go all this attachment, all the old stories about, I'm this way because blah, blah, blah. Because you, at any moment, have the power to decide who you are, what you're creating. So don't lose that. And then second of all, the more that you can forgive, and then you're in a place of gratitude, you forgive, and you give an offering, meaning that when you're actually being gratitude, you forgive, you're actually giving an offering to all the situations, people before you, those who passed, those who are brought you into the world in the first place and maybe gave you the experience of living a life that maybe was not exactly what you wanted, but made you who you are. When you actually give the gratitude and the forgiveness, you're healing. You're literally, it's that simple. You're healing your past, you're healing your karma, you're healing your past lives, you're healing your lineage. So whatever that you're walking through life next, brand new. You with your greatness, your power, your grace. And in fact, if you're listening to this message, you're probably in the path of doing the light work. The light wants to come through you. The universe that is opening the doors to the new age, the new era, wants to come through you. So the more that you can accept who we are in this right place and give gratitude to all the past that we have, the people, the event, the situation, the experiences. Forgive. Allow them to just be let go. It's like, I forgive you. I forgive you. You don't have to think about all these events anymore. You don't have to put yourself in the emotional state of these experiences. As easy as I forgive. I forgive you. I forgive you and I forgive you. If you know the Ho'oponopono prayer, I know it sounds like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. It sounds reverse, but the if you can just try and recite those prayer and see how things are moving for you, you'll be really surprised. And I feel like that is what this week is inviting us to do, because that's what the next couple of years are really pushing us toward opening that doors, opening that possibilities, the new possibility of what life can be like for all of us, and especially for you. If you already have dreams of what life will is supposed to be for you, then continue bringing that into your focus. And at the same time, this week, you're given the opportunity as you're bringing into that focus to let go. All the things that creating this resistance between you owning the part of you that is already whole and beautiful and ready to receive all this destiny that you are arriving at your destination, that you are living your purpose, then this is the week to continue the work of being reflective, continue seeing what it is underneath your subconscious mind and being aware. Awareness is the first step to everything. And gratitude, forgiveness, and give an offering of thank you. And I forgive you. And I'm ready. There was a great mantra that one of my mentor gave me today. It's like, I accepted all the things that created who I am today. I accept all the things that have created myself today. And I'm ready and I'm open. I'm available for magic to manifest. I allow magic to show me opportunities. I allow magic to come to my life, to open the door to opportunities, to the life that I love and desire, because life loves me. Life loves you. And because life loves you, it continues wants to support you. You just have to also receive it. And that's another mantra that you can say, I love life and life loves me. Okay? All right. And that is for the energy for the week. I am actually not being called to open other cards. So I'm going to directly go into your own individual card. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, just 1, 2, 3. And notice which number that calls you, kind of jump for you, like 1, 2, 3, and I am gonna pull this card and you will just know when this card is shown to you that it is exactly what you need to hear in this moment. Okay, all right, getting ready. Card number 1. We have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, 2 cups coming. First the Queen, now the Knight of Cups. So for those of you who are being called to tune in to card number 1 with Knights of Cups, I feel like there is something that is coming. The night always coming, bringing news, and I love just the way that this card is shown. Right, he's very steady. He is very calm, and I love this wing. Um, this always reminds me of Hermes. So part of it is like new ideas, new thoughts. We're being given or channeled some messages. And at the same time, the knight is also carrying a chalice. And I feel like there are 2 things that's happening all the same time in this card, that you're receiving the message and you're actually also going to be giving this into an offering for other people. Because it's a chalice, it's an emotional, maybe the offering is in connection with new emotional intelligence or stories that come through you, as it comes through stories or ideas from your guides. And the card is very tranquil. the horse is, I feel like it's going in kind of like, oh my God. So I just noticed that, is this actually Hermes? Because look at this, the shoes, right? That's Hermes shoes. And Hermes with that, with the shoes, the shoes with the wings, always has this ability to move through two different worlds, different realms, the life and the death. He's one God that can go to all the elements, go through all the layers of heaven to underworld, and be the messengers for all kind of being, God, goddesses, angels, and humans. And the horse, it feels very magnificent. So I feel like you're here being called to offer emotions, insights, ideas that bring peacefulness, maybe even just being you and your sensitivity toward the emotional realm, or the sensitivity towards people around you, that you can gently, by coming back into your own energy, that you are bringing calmness, peace, patience to people around you. Sometimes when I send messages, people say, "Oh, I need to be speaking something," but in fact, if we know that even words is energy, that everything in the world is energy, just you coming back into yourself, having peace, being aware, knowing where things are, and being aware of the insights that you're receiving of light and darkness, good or bad, and life and death, and maybe in between, because you're getting all from all realms, and being able to bring that into your awareness and at the end of the day, with all the polar opposites, with all that seems like it has to be black and white, there's this harmony, there's this peace that I can bring into myself. And when I do, people around me comes into peace as well. So I feel like that is an amazing card for all of you, card number one, to pull, you being the knight, you're being the Hermes in this card, of bringing information, channeling all the insight, bringing harmony, bringing peace back into yourself and to people around you. And let's pull card number two for those of you who are tuning in and feeling like, this is my card. So this card is for you. Card number two is 10 of Wands. And this is a card of hard work. This is a card of resistance as well. Look at how many wands this person carry, and what a way of carrying the wand, because you keep forcing and pushing and you don't even see what's in front of you, but you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. And your choice. I mean, if you like doing this, and if sometimes I'm not gonna, I'm gonna also be honest. Sometimes we do need this. We do need to carry everything that is our passions, what we want, what we really want things to happen, and plow through, putting it right in front of us and just working it. And something about the way that he also carried, he's also pretty smart. Like he tied it in and then carry and then push, right? Smart, not smart, you be the judge of it. But sometimes we just have to focus. And sometimes this is, in fact, this is not a card of focus. You can't even see what's in front of you. What if what's in front of you are not unknown? You don't really know what's in front of you, right? But you have all these gifts, you have all these talents, you have all these passions, and you're bringing this forward in a way so that it can manifest fully and create what it is that you probably have kind of vague idea where things are going, but it's unclear. And we often have to be in that place, what I call like an energetic escrow, because it can manifest in many ways. And this is a place where we can also trust the universe that it will manifest in its highest possible form. And that is the key when we're doing this, is to trust, to not being bogged down by, will this work? Am I a fool? Why am I putting all of this? To what point? Is there a point to this? Like when you're doing this just for the sake of forcing, just for the sake of, I need to look like I'm doing hard work. I need to look like I'm suffering, like I'm really in pain in really making these things to happen. This is my passion. So I need to look like I'm actually doing the work. Then that's just not high vibration, yeah? You're just going to create more suffering for yourself because the intention is just to create hardships. Things needs to be hard. Things needs to suffer. Things need to be painful. Need to force this because I need to show people that I'm actually working my passion. But when you're actually doing the work, not being able to see what's in front of you, but trust God is guiding me. That's why I need to do the work, because God is guiding me. I'm doing the work because God is actually leading me right in front of me. I don't really have to see everything so clearly, but I trust this is the highest form. This is going to be the highest good for myself. What I'm already experiencing is I'm putting this together, that I know I'm being called for something greater. I trust. I trust in God's guidance because life loves me. I love life. Life loves me. I love God. God loves me. And when you do this with that kind of high caliber of energy, things are manifest to its highest potential. Things are going to manifest in a way that you maybe will surprise you, because you probably didn't expect things going to work in that extraordinary way. But you know you're here for extraordinary things. And the more you can trust, even though you can't see what's in front of you, but you're giving you all and trusting that there is something here for you. It's a different manifestation altogether. Okay? All right. Now, card number 3. We got cup, we got wands, and we got a sword. And this is a page of swords. And sometimes I look at these cards and I look at not just the elements, which is swords is the element of air, but I also look at the color. And this page has two red colors, the face and the feet. Root center represented by color of red, and then there's the face that is also kind of orangey and red. And I feel like there's this kind of like youth, passionate Mars energy that just want to go blaze and trail blaze forward. And at the same time, the sword is swing to the back, like swing to the back so that it can cut front, swing to the back so that it can cut front. And for you, I feel like, I know you are very eager, very passionate with things, are moving toward whatever it is that you're moving toward to. And at the same time, you know that there is something that is cloudy, that is like, I don't understand how this is going to work. Where is this all gonna go? And I feel like I'm still new to all of this. And the winds are blowing, things might get kind of like starting to feel, there's a lot of things bubbling. Am I at the right place? And you got some distractions coming, although kind of beautiful distractions. So this card is actually inviting you to, sometimes you need to be prepared, know your posture, so that your swing of sword can be effective. And this is the mental, in the mental realm. So notice where your mental realm is clouding you creating all the distraction, thinking and believing, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, blah, 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 I need to plan this and that and that. Well, in fact, if you take a pull out and notice, okay, where is my destination? How sharp? What's the edge do I need to cut? Where am I heading? And then notice your own postures, like notice your own mental processing. You will start to see in which area of your mental processing that will get you to that space, and where is that mental processing that can slow you down. If you are a golfer, you're a tennis player, or anything that you need to use something like the sport to hit a ball, to reach a goal using that golf clubs and racket tennis, or maybe if you play snooker or billiard, then you're aware, like you do, like certain position will help you get the best aim to what it is that you want, right? So again, know where you're aiming. Notice your mental processing. Is it simplified, efficient, effective to get where you want to be? Or is it too scattered? And this could also be the situation that you're in. Is it going to give you the efficiency to get where you need to be? Or is it just pulling you out to different things? Because case in point is that I'm in marketing, and I've marketed for other people. And why I am a consultant, a marketing consultant for others, is because at one point, somebody or the producers of a product will realize that I'm best at creating this product. Marketing is not my specialty. That's why I got hired, because I noticed that I rather use my power, my energy into creating, into being in that place where I know I'm at my best self. So things can continue moving forward. And I grab another partner who can do marketing for me, so then they can use, like I am being brought because I can use my specialty, so that things can continue be in that place of growth, instead of not going anywhere, if that makes sense. So that is an example of partnerships. But for yourself, where are you at your best energy? Like energetically, where do you where do you put your energy that will yield the best and highest result? Where do you put your energy that can yield the highest result? That is where you need to start notice, oh, I yield the highest result when I'm being this, when I do this, when I'm creating this way, when I'm thinking this way, when I'm seeing things this way, when I'm organized this way, right? And where are the area that you can do it, but will not yield you the highest result? Or the things that you really do not know and cannot do it, that it will not give any result at all. So those are the two that you need to start realizing, and maybe you're not in 100% position to be able to give that or delegate it to others. But know that when you're doing that, you need to be really diligent about your own energy, so that even though, yeah, I'm not the best yet, but I know I can still yield results, or I may not know exactly, but I can learn it a little bit so that I can create some results. Then you do it in the place that, I got it. This may not be my best energy, but I'm gonna put or allocate sometimes, so that I can take care of that, while the biggest energy that I'm gonna expand to that create the biggest result, I'm gonna prioritize that for sure. So that you can see where you're are being efficient with your energy, because what you put out needs to come back with the result. And of course, if you're in a position to delegate, please delegate. Play in your best energy that brings you the highest result. That is the precision that you actually are being reminded to this week with the Page of Swords, is that where can I step back and notice where is that swing that is not like this is not for me. This, I cannot do this. But if I can twist it this way, I get the result that I want. So that is exactly what you want to do this week. For yourself so that you can continue creating life and thrive in success with ease. All right, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this week reading. Please comment and like or share the video for those who need to hear this video. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye now.